Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MtGO Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is Pied Piper in Dominaria Standard. What is a Pied Piper? Well, person who's never read old fairy tales, it's a story about a character in the town of Hamelin, Germany, where rats infested the town. And for a big sack of gold by the mayor, the piper would lead them away with his magic pipe. Pipe? Not flute? Listen guys, old stories don't make much sense. Anyway, he leads the rats away into a river or something and they all drown but one. But then the mayor refuses to pay the piper, even going so far as to say that the piper extorted them for money. Crazy mayor and his crazy fairy tale. Anyway, for vengeance, the piper then comes to the town and leads out 130 children to a cave to never be seen from again. What the crap. That escalated quickly, just because the man didn't get his due. Anyway, I say all of that because the deck is centered around two creatures, Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive, our Pied Piper, and Rat Colony, our Rat Colony. The deck utilizes the power abilities of Tetsuko to make all of our rats unblockable. Tetsuko is a 2-mana 1/3 with the ability, creatures you control with power or toughness, 1 or less, can't be blocked. That's a pretty interesting ability. So let's look at Rat Colony here to compare. Rat Colony is a 2-mana 2/1 that reads, Rat Colony gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. Also, a deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony. Aw yeah! That means we're sticking 19 rats into this deck and 4 Tetsukos. If all goes right, we might actually have a turn 5 kill. Play a rat on turn 2, then Tetsuko or rat the following turn, swing in. Then 2 more rats on turn 4, and turn 5 kill with the Tetsuko coming in on board, or a negate or spell pierce in hand. Swing out. Turn 5 kill. If that isn't magical, I don't know what is. Of course, that's if everything goes to plan. Our deck is about getting that kill as quickly as possible, but we also have protection to make sure we're still online. Let's move on to our protection spells. 2 Spell Pierce and 4 Negate are here to keep us settle the wreckage, Sweltering Suns, and Fumigate off our back, along with any spot removal that might be headed to Tetsuko. We need her alive and well for all of this work, and 6 counters helps that. Supernatural Stamina is another protection spell coming in, and that's a 4 of as well. Keep either a rat online or Tetsuko living after a strike or push, well, pushes it. But we also need to be attacking every single turn, and the additional +2/+0 with Stamina is actually useful as well. Have a creature we want to block? This helps too. Stamina is one of the most versatile cards in the deck. Alongside that, we do need some removal. 2 Vraska's Contempt is here to exile a hand to deal with creatures or the control strategy of a planeswalker. However, one of the best matchups for us is that control matchup, where we'll have just too many creatures for them to deal with enough counters to close out a match before they go online. There's also one last spell in this deck, and it's amazing for our strategy. It's Secret Salvage. Oh my goodness, this card is bonkers. It's 5 mana, but worth every bit of it. It reads, exile target non-land card from your graveyard. Search your library for any number of cards with the exact same name as that card. Reveal them, then put them into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Excuse me, what? This card is insane. Okay, if a rat dies, we can grab all our rats? If the game goes on long enough and you just need to swing out, this card seals the deal. I promise you, your opponent will have a look of despair if this card resolves. What can it do? 18 rats? All at once? Secret Salvage is the final cherry on this meme cake. Bonus rats. That's it for spells though, so let's hit lands. We've got your basic lineup of 6 islands, 9 swamp, and 4 buddy lands with drowned catacombs. 2 Memorial to Genius and 2 Scavenger Grounds are also here to help draw cards and exile graveyards too. Both help us, though Scavenger Grounds can hurt us if we need to cast a Secret Salvage. Either way, our game 1 strategy remains straightforward. Rat, Tetsuko, rat, death. This is clearly a top tier deck guys, I promise. So that's it for the game 1 game plan. But what about game 2? Removal is in everyone's deck and Walking Ballista is a pain in your side. Fear no more. First up, against heavy removal and control, Duress comes in over Contempt and Spell Pierce to try and meet that removal in the hand. Literally. Doomfall does a similar job, but instead of removing non-land, non-creature, it's just non-land, which means if they have a pesky Walking Ballista or Glorybringer, consider their glory days exiled. Next up, if they Ixalan Binding your Tetsuko and you're stuck running the ground game, Golden Demise is here to clear it up for you. And more often than not, you'll have Ascend when you cast this card. It clears only their side of the board, it means you can roll right in with your rats. Hour of Glory is here since gods are frustrating, especially Hazaret, and if they have a copy in their hand, it's out too. Very useful, also cheaper than Vraska's Contempt. And lastly, if you need cards dealt with, and I mean removed entirely from your opponent's deck, look no further than Lost Legacy and Dispossess. Lost Legacy for Approach of the Second Sun, a Planeswalker, a control spell, whatever. And Dispossess primarily for Walking Ballista, just because that card is straight up awful. If you see Game 1 Ballista, immediately be tilted and run Dispossess. But that wraps up the full 75. Let's go to the full layout here. On MTG Traders, the price is coming to a cheap 30 tickets. That's less than the cost of one Karn Sign of Urza. Insanity. In paper, the deck is coming to about 84 bucks. The most expensive cards being Drowned Catacomb, Vraska's Contempt, and surprisingly, even Rat Colony itself. I guess everyone is eating up its stock. Apparently, Rat Colony is a highly sought after card for the memes. To make the deck cheaper, you could take out Drowned Catacombs for just basics or tap lands. It doesn't hurt too much but can slow you down. Otherwise, Vraska's Contempt are an absolute necessity against the meta. But that's the full deck list, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for it, please put them in the comments down below. I interact as often as I can. Have a deck you want me to cover? Let me know. I'll get on it as soon as I'm aware of it. And if you want to see matches of this deck list, you can go to my stream the day of this video being posted, and I'm live at 10 AM Central Standard Time. I'll definitely be jamming some matches to show the deck off. But be warned, it's live, so expect the worst. Like it if you like it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to know when we upload a video on the channel as well. My name is Taryn, and this is MTG Traders. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.